it's Cheyenne with Wisewood Apothecary. Thank you so much for coming out with me again today. This is for our summary video for the wild rose plant as we wrap up our November focus for the Herb of the Month Club. So I just wanted to go over some of the basic points to remember for wild rose. So as you can kind of see in the picture here, I've got some of the rose hips hanging out here. They're a little bit orangey, reddish color. I just wanted to show you again what I mean by the little tiny hairs on the inside of the rose hips. So I've actually got a rose hip right here that I'm going to show you with. So when you break it open, let's get it open, inside are these tiny little seeds with these little hairs on them, and those little hairs are basically itching powder. So if you eat a whole bunch of these, they will come out like itching powder, which was hilarious for me when my grandpa taught me that the hard way. So what I like to do is actually just scoop them out on site. So just scoop them, and I drop the seeds all around the regular patch. That is so that there's a chance of those seeds growing into a new plant in the springtime. So after I've removed most of the seeds, I just want to show you what it looks like when it's finished. So here is just rose hip flesh. This stuff is fantastic, super delicious. You can eat it fresh, you can freeze it, you can jelly it, you can dry it. Dried, it's really good in things like trail mix, oatmeals, baking, different things like that. I honestly just prefer it fresh. Vitamin C is very rich in here. About 3 of these pieces of flesh, like 3 rose hips, equal more vitamin C than an entire orange. So you're getting quite a bit of vitamin C from a little bit of plant source. Excuse me, my voice is still off. I'm still sick, but I had to come out today to get this video and get a little walk in the woods, so hopefully I'll be feeling all right. Yeah, so my favorite way is honestly just to eat these fresh. Super tasty. A lot of people think that when they first come on the plant in late summer, early fall, that they're ripe, the rose hips, but actually they need to be frozen a couple times. So a good couple frosts or winter hits. And once it's frozen a couple times, the flavor of the rose hip comes out so strong. So it's actually tastes mildly like oranges to me. It's a little bit sweet. If you're to eat it before they were really ripened and really ready, they lack a lot of flavor and they lack some of their nutrients. So it's not like it tastes disgusting or it's toxic for you or anything. It's just not as potent as it could be in flavor or nutrients. Wild rose grows all over Alberta, of course, but you do need to be careful of where you are harvesting from. So make sure that there's not a lot of pesticides used in the area, there's not a lot of pollution, different things like that. Most of the wild rose plant is edible, so the leaves, the flowers, the seeds, the fruit, which is the hips, even the inner bark, and even the roots are edible as well. But it's a good idea to leave the roots alone so that the plant can keep growing, because we get so much more value off of it growing than we do off of the roots that we might get. So it's not really worth our while to do it that way. I have chickadees visiting again. Anyways, so just to wrap it up, the branches of the wild rose plant have bristles on them. The fruit is kind of an orangey reddish color. If it withers, as these ones starting to, that's okay, they're just drying out. It helps them survive till the following spring for animals to eat. So yeah, if you find it, remember the rule of 10, take no more than 10%, and every 1 in 10 berries that you pick, squish it and throw it in the area so that it has a chance to grow a new plant. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming and joining me again. I can't wait to get started on December's plant. Feel free to comment or subscribe or anything that you'd like to do to stay in the loop. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye!